So if you're a preschool teacher, primary school teacher, or you're a relief teacher and you work with little kids, then this is going to be helping you control them so that you have a lovely day at the office. Fear not, at the end of this video, you're going to be having them eating out of your little hands and making sure that they look at you like you're Mary Poppins. Hey guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Stephanie Lee-Harper, aka Super Steph. I'm an school teacher turned magician and kids entertainer and travel the world, and now I do the online coaching for public speaking. Because I'm very familiar with stage, I help teachers and children's entertainers keep the children engaged and happy. And today we're going to be talking about groups of children, mainly preschool aged, primary school aged, not high school. I have no idea what to do with those monsters. They're crazy. It's just frightening. They're too big. Ah! Firstly, some fundamentals that you have got to know. Kids are different and they're going to react in different ways. They've got weird backgrounds. Some of them are happy, born happy. Some of them are born strange. Some of them are born sad. So you can't just take what I'm saying here and then just sprinkle it over them like chocolate sprinkles on an ice cream and assume that's going to work. But it's a good foundation to make it start so that you know where to start at least. Now, what I learned about kids as a school teacher is completely different to what I learned about children as a parent. Oh my goodness, I feel like going back to when I was 23 years old as a school teacher, just whacking myself in the face. They have no idea, unless you're a parent. I used to say things like, if that child doesn't like it, then just take this thing away from them. First of all, different children act differently. Hello, Steph, that was pretty obvious. What I mean is, for example, I have a son. He is always happy, continuously happy. He's like a giant Labrador. But on top of that, it's also quite annoying. In a nice way, like an annoying Labrador licking your face. Enough! So sometimes when children are being silly, they're actually trying to make you laugh. That's one thing to learn. So don't take it offensively if they're acting like an idiot. You've got to realise that sometimes that's their way of showing that they love you. Now you have to realise this, because before I learnt this, I used to get annoyed at them. Main thing was, for example, when you've got the parachute and then one child will just jump on the top and because they're looking at you thinking you're going to go, oh, get off silly, because their parent does that. Oh, you silly boy. But you are not their parent. You are going to be controlling 27 sort of zombies that are going to do exactly the same as what that child does. So you have to teach them differently. I hope that makes sense. We'll go into that. If they love you, they will do anything for you. So make sure that you treat them with respect and love and laugh at their jokes. Yeah, just make them feel happy. Dismissive kids are sometimes just shy. So if they're not wanting to talk to you, they're usually just shy and just socially awkward. Aren't we all? Some weird children are born weird. Now this sounds strange to say, but I have twins. They've both been brought up exactly the same. One personality is completely different from the other personality. This one here, just an easygoing, sort of happy child. This one here talks about death and violence continuously. Smacks you in the face. She's a wonderful girl. Oh my goodness, I love this girl. She's wonderful, but they get off on different things. Whether they're saying weird stuff to you doesn't necessarily mean that they're being awkward or rude. It's just that she goes around, hello, old lady. She's trying to make me laugh, but I'm old, so it doesn't make me laugh and make me cry. So what does this all mean? Well, it basically means if you end up having a child which annoys you, just force yourself to love them, because if you love them, they will love you back. You have to feel like you love them like you would love one of your own children. And even then, when they were your own children, they annoy you every now and then too. More than every now and then. In a staff room once, I saw this poster on the wall and it said the words, to you, they may be just another child, but to their parent, they are the whole world. And I choked up. I was like, oh, that's so cute. And it's true. So just always be careful with your words, because with words, you can't take them back. Now, on the other side, kids have got little personalities, which is all very nice. Some of them will clash with yours, and so you still got to love them. But on the other side, when they're in a group, they act like a pack of hyenas. So you have to also make sure that you're in control, because as a group, if they see a weakness, they will attack it. So here are the tips with younger children. Now, younger children, they need someone nurturing and caring, but also don't be affected. They will also need someone who's an alpha as well. So you need to make sure that you have this sort of authority, and older children definitely need that too. There has to be no fear in your eyes. If you come in like this, hello everybody, hello, I think you're probably going to get eaten. If you come in with a little bit of more bravado, hello everybody, it's going to make sure that you don't feel like that you're an internal person, that you're an external, and from that they will feel that they have to internalize a little bit more and be reserved a little bit more. And that's a good thing when you start off. You need them just to pull back, because you need to assert your authority. That's basically it. And also, I recommend being loved by the children, not hated. So smile a lot. Laugh at their strange jokes. And when they love you, they're going to do what you say, because that's usually what we do when we love people. Also, have a look around the room in the classroom if it's not your class, because each teacher has like a different way of controlling children. And so it's so much easier not to make it your way, make it the other teacher's way, if you're a supplier or relief teacher. Sometimes I'll pick a child who I think seems to be quite with it and say, hey, what do you guys do for getting everyone to listen to the teacher? And they'll say, give me 5, or 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, or, and then the kids have to go. So that's what you do. Look around the room for searching for clues. Clues. As I've just done as well, you can do the clap. And the clap will change from state to state, country to country, but there'll be a clap. I can guarantee you there's going to be a clap somewhere. And this is a secret that I heard when I was in foundation year back in the UK as a school teacher. It was the nursery rhyme trance. If you sing the words to preschoolers, year 1, possibly year 2, twinkle, twinkle, little star, they literally do this. How I wonder what you are. And they all do it in unison together. Go and try it out, have a go, come back, tell me in the comment section how it went. So if you like these tips, I've also got a guide on the simple steps to becoming a well-paid kids party entertainer, which I used to do on the side of teaching jobs, and it pays for 1 hour more than a normal teaching job for the whole day. I kid you not. This is why I swapped. It's the best job in the world, especially if you love working with kids. So comment below, give me the guide, and I will send it to you. Now I'm going to tell you a weird sound that will get those children concentrating, looking at you straight away and not doing what they shouldn't be doing, which is this. Ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. That's it. Not this. Ba 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 ba. Too soft. It has to be a guttural, sort of gluttery sound. Ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. No, like this. With the waggly finger. Always got to have a waggly finger as a school teacher. That sound, ba 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 ba, ba ba ba, ba ba. I don't know why it makes them do this. And then it puts them down. No other sound have I found is better than that. Now, if you're a kids entertainer on the side, another thing you do, if you're having a microphone, because school teachers don't have microphones, but you can literally put your hand over the mic and go and blow into the microphone, and they do this. I don't know why, it's weird. Have a go at that one as well. It's really cool. Now, studies have shown that children cannot see, when they're young, they cannot see facial definitions. For example, if you've got a happy face and a sad face, until they're 2, they don't really see it. They have to have more guides as what's happening. So if you do this to a child and this to a child, they can't really see it. They can't really see the difference. So you need to make the distinctive difference to control them. So when you go in, hello, how are you? And then when you're telling somebody else, no. That's another sound. You need to have a normal happy sound and then a very low voice. No, we don't do that here. And the face has to drop. Everything has to show that child happy, sad. It reminds me of Lego Movie, where there's the policeman and he's got a happy little voice like this, and then suddenly, pew, his face turns into a really moody one. And then, hello. And that's really what you need. You need to get really quick control, is you need that sort of, no. Just the boom, deadpan face, and the voice changes. If you find that they're still doing it, you need to step it up a bit. By the, we don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. And then I go even lower into my stomach. No, we don't do that here. It goes lower and lower. No, stop that, stop. That's lovely, well done, thank you so much. Come on over here. And then you make it really lovely, and now they welcome you into the fold like the prodigal son. The stomach speak's really important. So you can't have, oh no, don't do that please, stop that please. They can't hear the difference. It needs to come down right now, please. It needs to have a completely different sound. Boom! If you like this video so far, please show me that you liked it by ticking the thumbs up. And if you've got any input on this video, please comment below as well, because I really want to hear your point of view, any top tips that you'd like to share, and also I want to hear what you have to say. When you get into 8-year-olds, it is a completely different ballgame. They're growing from the cute little cutesies to the more sort of older children. And that's the part where they're still very, very young on what they do and what they say, and the part where they're just trying to test you. I find that 8-year-olds are the hardest. Out of, sort of 3s to 12s, it's the 8-year-olds the hardest. They're really adorable. My son's just about to turn 8, but they get confused and they're trying to figure out what reality is, and on top of that, they're having problems because they're still in the fictional world. They're getting all this knowledge from YouTube about how the world works, and at the same time, they still think that they're going to dress up as Catboy and dance around and be a fairy unicorn when they're older. And that's just my son. If you are a supply teacher and you've suddenly got older children, which happens with relief teachers, I'm usually prep year 1 and 2, or foundation 1 and 2, and then I'm suddenly stuck in year 6. They're all taller than me. They know their times tables. I don't. Then you have to become more alpha. You don't need the whole sort of like happy, sad as much. You can just be more playing with them. I actually think older kids are sometimes easier than younger children, but the one thing you have to do is find the person that's going to try and push the fence first. So there's always going to be some child that tests the fence. You're basically the fence, and there's all the other children sort of sitting around, just sort of like just minding their own business, but you'll be having someone poke your little fence, and you've got to make sure that it does not come down, that they don't push it even further, because the more they push it, then the more problems you will have. So as soon as they hit that fence, it's like an electric fence. I'm not going to do that again. That's what you do with older kids. For example, I was teaching recently and a child was starting to get a bit silly and trying to leave the room. So I just immediately phoned up the office and was like, oh, no, never mind, I'll never do that again. And then everybody just behaved. It's pretty easy because, again, in the classroom, there'll be some sort of like system, like a green, yellow, red lollipop type system, where if they go into the green, or there'll be time off. So just give them time off quickly, and you can always retract it back again and say, oh, you're doing really well. In fact, I recommend that, because you need to get that kid back on track and liking you rather than not liking you. With older kids as well, you can have a joke with them. You can mess around when they're playing with their friends and they're trying to take the mickey out of you, which happens. You just can take it back, and it's more of an adult conversation rather than just having to be very sort of like black and white. Now, if you're a supply teacher, here are some really cool tips to make sure that you have a very easy life. 1, memorise the children's names. This sounds hard, but it's actually not that hard either. They're usually, 3 of them are usually called Jackson, and another one's called Hugo. So you usually know exactly sort of roughly what names the children are. What you can do is, what I do is I have an image in my head for every single child. In fact, I've got a video on how to memorise kids' names and adults' names, which should be just about up here. So I'll send that to you. Children also love incentives as well. So stickers. I usually take a bag of balloons with me when I'm doing supply teaching, blow the balloons up, give them out. They love them because it's something new rather than just, oh look, it's another sticker. I always have a puppet for my younger children because they absolutely love puppets. And if you're just a person that they don't get on with, it doesn't matter. You've got Mr. Puppet.
Hello. Oh, I love you. I'm going to do my letters now.
Yeah, you love letters, don't you?
Yeah.
And you can have a puppet on there and they will love to see the puppet. They will do anything to see that puppet. You can also learn a magic trick for older kids as well. There's a magic trick called the elastic band trick. I'll do it with a hairband so that you can see how it's done. So have a look here. So you've got the elastic you've got the elastic band there, put it over here and it jumps.
Wow.
You want to see how to teach them how to do it? So you put your hand this way, and you can't see that you've put all of your fingernails in there, and then you kick it and it jumps. You just click them all up. I'll show you again. Just put them all in there. Some people pull their fingers out. You can't pull your fingers out. You have to kick it up. You're a magician now. Go. Be free. Magician face. So at the beginning, you can say, hey, I've got this magic trick. I'll show you. Do the magic trick. And then as an incentive, you say, at the end of the day, if you're really good for me, I'm going to teach you how to do it. And they'll love you for it. You'll be like the magic lady. If you want to introduce puppets into your teaching, then go to this video here and it teaches you how to use puppets for preschoolers. Thank you so much, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.